My name is Ziyad bin Ahmad Bagharib and I'm from the class of 2018. Ziyad as a child was very smiley. Someone asking me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I told them I wanted to be a bus driver because, you know, the bus drivers, they have this like big wheels, and that just made me really happy. So I distinctly remember telling this lady, I want to be a bus driver, you know, with the wheel like that. The most prized possessions that I had were my plush toys. So I would arrange my plush toys on my bed in a particular order every night. I know exactly how they sleep. Each of them have their own like characteristics and voices and things like that. When I was in primary 4, which means I was 10 years old. When I was 10 years old, I joined the drama club for a week. I couldn't commit to the timing because I had to go for Quranic recitation classes, which clash with my drama classes. We were made to do this exercise where all of us were reaching out for a fruit in a tree or something, and I remember just like being really into it, and like my teacher like calling me out in front of the class to like demonstrate to everybody and like, okay, watch him reach out for this fruit. My proper pursuits in acting, like really taking it seriously, only began when I went to JC when I was 17. It wasn't like a proper theatre performance. So in the Raffles JC orientation program, we have this play that runs through like the 4 days of the programs. I played Aladdin. I played Aladdin, and he was Aladdin with like this kind of Arab accent, and he was like this kind of very outrageous character, and just with all these like very big expressions. So every hero gets an intro song, and this is like a dream come true for me. My intro song was, as Aladdin was I Want It That Way, like Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way, with my whole Aladdin outfit going on with a backup boy band, and I sang to this crowd of like 1,000+ kids, and it was one of the most fun things I've ever done. I wanted to be in the Air Force. I was set on it with the knowledge that it was near impossible, because in Singapore there's a very open secret going on that they don't really want Muslims in the Air Force or in sensitive positions in the Navy and all these things. They don't. I went ahead anyway, and it's a 3-step process. So first you have to go for this psychomotor test where they make you like sit in front of this computer with all sorts of joysticks and pedals and whatnot, and I thought I failed because it was so tough, but I passed. So I was like, wow, great. And then the next step was to go for a medical checkup. And then the third step would be an interview. Went for the medical checkup. True enough, everything was fine. Green, tick, everything. But they just never called me back. Until finally one day, they called me and tell me, I'm sorry, you're not eligible to join the Air Force because you're not medically eligible. Oh, okay. I mean, if I'm not medically eligible, can you at least like tell me what's wrong with me? Because I think I should know if there's something medically wrong with me. And then they say, oh, sorry, the doctor in charge was not here, so we can't tell you yet. That was quite a heartbreaking story for me. I was just very disappointed in Singapore. Ghost hunting. So I have this bunch of friends from secondary school, and we're all kind of crazy. So we've had some nights when we've gone like night cycling, and night cycling is like code word for ghost hunting. Once when I was in Old Changi Hospital, we cycled in, and we saw a Pontianak. Basically, like we saw. I don't know if you know what a Pontianak is. A Pontianak is like this, like a lady in white with like long hair running down her face and everything. We first saw her while we were cycling out from the compound. Like we were cycling out of the main gate, and she was like in the trees, and we cycled out, and then we talked a bit about what we had seen and everything. We were like, okay, are we ready to go yet? And we're like, no, let's go back in one last time. So we went back in one last time. Said, hey guys, follow my flashlight. So he turned his flashlight, and in the trees right in front of us, she was there, and like this time facing right at us, just like looking straight at where we were. I had never experienced something like that, and I since then I've never experienced anything like it as well. Like that was the one really direct encounter that I've had with like a paranormal entity, if you believe me. You know, that's the one encounter that I had.